Hello, this is Tony Heller from realclimatescience.com. The Associated Press says that humans are on the brink of crashing the climate. This is similar to an article they wrote 35 years ago when they said that we only had until the year 2000 to save the world from global warming. You seem to be getting a lot of mileage out of this story, decade after decade and century after century. What interested me about this article, though, is that nothing in their imagery had anything to do with climate. It's all about energy and transportation. The key to controlling populations is controlling their energy supply and controlling their mobility. So they're making it pretty clear what the real agenda is. Here's a tweet today from Michael Mann, the author of The Hockey Stick. He said, "Remember, climate deniers are endangering you, your children, and your grandchildren." His list would apparently include the current Nobel Prize winner in physics, John Clauser, who said misguided climate science has metastasized into massive shock journalistic pseudoscience. His list would also include Edward Teller, the father of the American hydrogen bomb, who signed a petition saying there's no convincing scientific evidence that human release of carbon dioxide, methane, or other greenhouse gases is causing or will, in the foreseeable future, catastrophic heating of the Earth's atmosphere. His list would also include Freeman Dyson, who is considered the most brilliant mathematician and physicist of recent generations. His list would also include many of the astronauts and scientists from the Apollo program, which took us to the moon. Michael Mann says all of these people are endangering you, your children, and your grandchildren. This reminds me of Bloomberg, who said that unvaccinated people were endangering you, your children, and your grandchildren. And the New York Times said that people who don't wear masks are endangering you, your children, and your grandchildren. The people who Michael Mann won't criticize, though, are the people who are actually burning the coal and emitting the carbon dioxide. While the United States, Europe, and Canada wring their hands about their nearly irrelevant use of coal, China and the rest of Asia are massively increasing their coal usage. Carbon dioxide emissions from North America, Europe, Africa, South America, and Australia are relatively low and have been declining for several decades. But emissions from China and Asia have been skyrocketing. But for some reason, Michael Mann isn't criticizing China. Michael Mann's net worth is about $5 million, and his source of income is a university teacher. He leads the Penn Center for Science, Sustainability, and the Media. Chinese individuals and entities donated $61 million to the University of Pennsylvania from 2017 to 2020. So it's not too surprising that Michael Mann is not criticizing China. 11 years ago, Donald Trump tweeted, "The concept of global warming was created by and for the Chinese in order to make U.S. manufacturing non-competitive." Here's an article from Scientific American saying, "We broke the atmosphere." They say that we broke the atmosphere through emissions of greenhouse gases. Had the scientists at Scientific American done any actual science, they would have known that carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere are currently close to the lowest in the last 600 million years. They would have also known that atmospheric carbon dioxide was at its peak 540 million years ago, and that level was 15 times higher than now. When carbon dioxide was at its peak 540 million years ago, the greatest expansion of life on Earth occurred. We have 600 million years of Earth history showing us that life thrives at much higher carbon dioxide levels. The carbon dioxide we're emitting now is from the burning of coal, which formed hundreds of millions of years ago when carbon dioxide levels were much higher. That coal formed in very verdant forests which thrived at higher levels of carbon dioxide. Nothing the press, politicians, or academics are saying about a climate crisis has anything to do with reality. They have other agendas which involve creating fear and panic about many different topics. As we've seen over and over again, pushing the climate scam pays extremely well. But pushing back against the climate agenda carries a high price. Dr. Clauser's presentation to the International Monetary Fund was canceled after he said, "I don't believe there is a climate crisis." Toto's been pulling back the curtain on the climate scam for more than 15 years. You can visit him and his large family on the web at realclimatescience.com.